Okay, so today we will see the locate and find commands, right? So basically, these two commands are used in order to find the files or directories, right? So we by using a grep command, you can find the particular string or the pattern of string in a file or inside the subdirectories or the subdirectories. But now, by using this command, what you can do, you can find the actual files or the directories in our file system, right? If you want to find, if you forgot some file and you don't know like where that file is located, right? So you can use the locate and find command. So in this case, the locate command is using the database actually, and this find command actually finding the files and directories in the Linux file system. So let's see. The first of all, we will see the locate command. Locate command. We can use the locate command to locate the files and directories in our file system. So basically, we can use locate command to search the files and directories in our file system, right? So basically, what is happening with locate command? So it is using the database. Database means not internally. It searches the database for the required files and directories and returns the result. A locate command is searching the database instead of file system, and performance will be improved. Means what? It is little bit fast as compared to the find command, right? So this is using because this is using the database, right? So let's see some of the examples how we can use the locate command in order to search a file. So let's say you want to find all the JPEG file, right? So let's say to locate all .jpg files, right? So what I can do, I can use JPG, locate star.jpg. So what will happen in this case? It will locate all star.jpg file. So by default, locate commander will consider the cases. Means what? It is a case sensitive. So every command is case sensitive unless you use the -i option. So if you want to ignore the cases, what you should use? You should use the -i option, right? If you want all the JPEG files, whether the name is a capital letter or the small letter you want to use, you can use the -i option, right? So, but like once you locate, there are n number of files will be locating. So if you want to locate, if you want to limit the result, right? How you can do? If you want to locate, you can use locate limit. Let's say I want only 5, and now I want to find only config files, right? So what it will do, it will just simply limit the result to 5 searches, right? So basically what it does, it will search, it will locate this star.config file, the files ending with the config, and only 5 searches will be displayed, right? That is about the locate command. So actually what is happening in locate command, like in a every day, once in a while, every day it will create the database, right? So the database will be refreshed every 1 day. It is not like every 1 hour. So sometimes what happens, it shows the old result, right? So in order to check whether any particular file is exist or not, what you can do, you can use existing option, right? So how to use that? You can use existing option like, let's say, dollar locate the existing, and let's say I'm saying star jpg, right? So now what will what it will do, it will check whether the file exists or not. So if file exists, then it will show, right? So by using a locate command, what you can do, you can check the whether the file is exist in the database or not, and it will search the database. So that is the use of the locate command, and the database will be refreshed every once in a day, right? So sometimes what happens, if you do the update regularly, right? So as a user, we are doing so many updates, right? Or as a developer, we are doing so many updates. So if you search the database, it won't show you the latest result, right? So that's the reason you should, it is always necessary to check whether that file is exist or not, right? So locate command using the database to find the result. This database will be updated only once per day by default. Means what? By default, the setting is it will update the database once in a day. After updating the database, some files may be deleted, right? Right? Hence, before printing the result, to check whether the files are exist or not, we have to use -e option, right? So means this option. You can use existing, or you can use locate -e, and you can say star.jpg. So what it will do, it will check whether the file is exist or not, then it will give you the result. So before displaying the result, check whether the symbolic link points to the original files or not. So we have to use -l option or the following option. So if you use the of follow option, the broken hyperlinks won't be displayed in the output. So this is about the existing file, to check the existing file. But if you know, we learn the symbolic link or the hard link files, right? So sometimes what happen, if you create the symbolic link file, and if you delete the source file, and if you try to locate the file, so it won't show you the actual source file. So in order to locate such a files, what you should do, you should do the, you should use the follow option, right? So how you can say, type that, you can say follow star.txt. So if this star.txt is the symbolic file, right? Because if you want to locate symbolic or hard link files and directories, mainly the files, right? So you should use the follow option, right? By using a follow option, you can locate the link files. Means link files means what? A soft link means what? The we normally create the shortcut file, right? So shortcut file means the source file will be somewhere, but we will be creating the another shortcut file which will pointing to your source file, right? And the inode number of soft link file is different. But in case of hard link file, the inode number of the source file and the hard link file will be same, right? So in some cases, if you delete the source file and if you want to locate such a file, you can use the locate double hyphen follow and whatever the file you want to locate, right? Now what we can do, whatever the options we have learned now, we can use all these options together. Means what, how I can say locate. I want to check whether file exists in the database or not. Then if it is a link file, I can say follow, right? And now I want to remove the case sensitivity. So I should use -I. And if I want to limit the result, I can say limit to, let's say 10 now, right? And now what I want to, search star.txt, and I want to pipeline to, I suppose, let's say I want to display this file, I want to locate these files, but along with that, I want to, let's say, I want to count the files. So what I should use word count -l. So by using this command, by using a pipeline, right? By using a pipeline, you can see by locate command, I am checking whether file exists or not. Then by using a follow, I am checking whether if it is a soft link or the link file. Then by using a follow command, I should be checking the file, because sometimes there might be a broken links, right? So broken link won't display in the files. So ideally that is the expectation. So you should use the follow option. And in order to avoid the case sensitivity, I should use the -I option. And if you want to limit the result, I should use the limit keyword. And now what I want to count the file. So what I use the pipe operator, and I am counting the files, right? So by using this command, what you can do, you can check whether file exists or not, you whether and if you want to avoid the broken link, right? So if there is a broken link, then if you want to avoid that, so you can use the follow option, right? By using if you are searching uh, the link file as well, right? So you can use follow option. If you want to remove the case sensitivity, you can use -I. As usual, we know every command, in every command, right? Till now we learn so many commands. So you can use the -I. And if you want to limit the result, you can use the limit, and you can specify the number of result you want to display after locating the file, right? So that is about the locate command. Now we will see how to update the database, right? So we know that locate command, whenever we fire a locate command, in turns what it does, there will be a database, right? So database means what? It will be something, let's say I am firing locate command. So what it will do, it will go into the database, it will search all the files, and it will return the result, right? That is what the locate command. And what else we said, the database is updated once in a day. That is the default setting, right? That is the default setting. But now let's say I want to update, I want to customize it, right? How to update the database, right? So what you can do, we can see the database by using the locate command with -s option, right? So if I say, locate -s, right? So basically by using a -s, you can see the database by using the locate command. Means by using the -s option, you can locate the database. So what it will do, it will show something like this, a database where supposedly some package and then some db, and underneath that it will show the directories, files, and the number of bytes present in the files. So basically it shows the size of the database, right? So once you execute a locate command, it will show you the database. This is the database. These are the number of directories. These are the number of files. These are the number of bytes, right? And these are the for files, and these are the number of bytes used to store the database. These are for used bytes for the files. These are the number of files, and these are the directories. So once you use the locate -s, what it will do, it will show you the database, and this database will be updated only once per day. If we are creating or removing files or directories, to reflect these changes, we have to update database explicitly by using a update db command, right? But the catch here is you need to have the root access, right? Root access or the admin privileges. Means what? We said this locate command is searching in this database, right? But this database updated once per day, right? But we are doing so many updates. So what about those updates? So if you update something and if you keep the default setting as a per day, once in a day, so those updates won't be reflected in the database immediately. So if you try to locate the file or the search the file, it won't show you those files or the directories. You will get those the result next day, right? So sometimes it is needed to update the database. Now, how to update the database, right? So the question is how to update the database. If you want to update the database, what you should do, you should use the command update db, right? So by using the update db, you can update the database. But for that, what is the need? The need is you need to have the root access, right? So once you execute this command, it will ask the password for your user, and you need admin or root access, right? So this is how you can update the database, right? By using the update db. By using update db, if you use a sudo update db, by using this command, you can update the database, right? And you expect the result immediately. But if you keep the default setting, what happens? Like if you update the data, I mean, if you do some update, it won't be reflected in the database. It will be available in the next day. So it is always better to update the. So this is one of the limitation or the drawback of the locate command. So because of that, we have another option, that is the find command. We will see it in a moment. But for now, the locate command, what locate command is doing? Locate command is doing creating the internal database, right? It searches in the internal database. The database is what? It will store the files and directories, right? And if you search, if you execute the locate command, it will go into the database, it will search in the database, and it will return the result back, right? So that's how it works. But the limitation of this database is updated only once per day, right? So if you do the updates as a developers or the Unix user, you are doing so many updates, right? You are changing files, you are renaming files, you are doing so many operations, right? Moving files, copying files, right? So this database is not in sync with the recent changes. It will update, it will record all the changes, and once in a day, it will update those changes in this database, and those changes will be available once that update is done, right? So if you want to update it, what you should do? You should do sudo update db. By using this, what will happen? This database will be updated, and you can expect the fresh result, right? So this is about the locate command, right? Okay. So now practically we will see all the commands, like the locate options, how to locate the files, right? So if you want to see the help or the manual pages, as usual, you can say a man locate, right? If you enter, so you can see the locate, find the files by names, right? The locate need one or more database prepared by the update db. Means like what? By using update db, you can update and writes the files names matching at least once one of the patterns to the standard output, one per line. Means what? By using the locate command, you can you can you can locate the files and the directories, right? And these are the options. So we will see some of the options, and leftover options you can explore later on. So I'm just closing this, right? So let's say now I want to locate all star.txt, right? Locate star.txt files, right? How I can locate? I can say locate star.star.txt. So you can see it is showing, but this is showing from the database. Okay. Now next example is you want to remove the text sensitivity. You can say locate -I, and you can see, right? So you can see it is showing. So actually it is still showing the files, right? So you can see it is going in the mounted drives, and it is showing the files, right? Now suppose I want to limit the result, right? So what we can do, we can use a limit, and I want five results only. So you can see it is showing 5 results only, right? So out of this, it is showing only 5 result, right? Here it shown the all the results. Now it is showing only of five results. Now let's say I want to check whether the file exists or not, right? So what I can say, I can use locate existing, and I can say star.txt. So you can see it is showing all the existing files. So these are the existing files. Still it is searching, but I am just in the interest of time, I'm just closing this process. Okay. So now you can see by using existing, it will show you the existing files in the database, right? Now you want to use the all the options together, right? What you can do, you can say locate. And if I want three results, first three results, I can show like this. So here it is searching the, it is showing the existing files and directories in the database. It is using the files and directories from the, I mean, if you are trying to search the link files, of course, whenever you are searching, it should search the link files, because link file is also one of the file which actually pointing to the source file, right? Whether it is a soft link file or the hard link file. So by using the follow option, you can search, and by using the -I am just negating the case sensitivity. Since this command is case sensitive, if I want to remove the case sensitivity, I can use the -I option. And this, by using the limit, I can limit the result. If I want to limit the result, the number of result to be displayed in the search, I can use the limit option. Now we will see how to find out the database. So what we say, locate -s. By using this, you can see now it is showing where lib mlocate, and this is the, so let me go to that location, right? So you can see it is showing this. So let me open this. It's saying it's root has only access, right? So it's okay. So now we saw the locates various options and how to search for the database location, and now we will see how to update the database, right? So if you remember, I said in order to update a database, one, the user need to be have the admin access or the root access. So if I want to check whether I have the root access or not, how should I check? I should say, who am I? You can see it's a normal user, right? It's not the root user, right? So if I use a sudo update db, right? It is asking for the password. Let me give the password, right? Now it will update, right? Okay, let me close the operation. Let me change the user, right? Right now, if you see, who am I? It's a root user, right? Now, if I want to update the database, I can say update db. So by using this command, you can update. It will take a lot of time. Okay. So in the interest of time, I'm just closing this process. You can you can check this command in your system, right? So I just showed you how to switch the user. You can say su switch users to root, and you need to enter the password. You can see I switch the user, it is root now, it's not Ganesh Kunde anymore. And by using sudo update db, you can update the db, right? Again, I am switching back to Ganesh Kunde. Okay, so this completes our locate command, right? Okay, so now we will search the, I mean, we will study the find command, right? So we will understand the find command. So why we need the find command? First of all, first in place, why there are two commands, right? So in locate command, basically there will be a database. The database will be update once in a day, right? That is the default setting. And though it is fast, but it won't give you the latest result. If at all you want, you need to update the database, right? So that is the shortcome of the locate command. So because of that, what Linux did, they provided the find command, right? So by using a find command, again, what we can do, we can find the find command. It will find files and directories, find files and directories present in file system, right? So this is the basic use of find command, right? And if you want to find, how you can find, there are various ways we can find, right? So you can find only files. If you want, you can find the directories. If you want, you can search by name, and you can search by size, and we can search the result automatically for some other commands as well, right? So we can restrict some max depth. So basically, by using the find command, what we can do, we can find only files, we can find directories, we can search by name, we can search by size, right? And we can search the results automatically for some other commands. Means other commands result, if you want to search, you can search by using the find. And if you want to limit the depth, so you can do that by using the max depth keyword. Like that is one of the options available in the find command. So by using that, you can limit the depth. So basically, what find command is doing, it will find all the files, directories in the current working directory and in the current file system. So that is the default behavior of the find command. So let's say if I want to find, the files and directories in dev or etc directory, right? So find files and directories present in etc and dev directory, right? So what I can do, what will be the command for this? The command for this will be find etc and find dev. So basically what this command is doing, this command will find the files and directories present in the etc directory, and this command will do the find the files and directories present in the dev directory. So these are the two commands you can use to find in the etc and dev directory. Now, in some cases, if you want to limit the result, how you can limit the result? You can say find max depth. You can say max depth is, let's say, 2. So usually what happens, the find commands will search in all depth levels, means your directories, subdirectories, then their subdirectories. But if you want to limit, let's say you have 10 depths, right? So if you want to search in only two levels, so you can specify that level by using a depth, by using the max depth option, right? So if you specify the max depth option, it will search only in the in those two depth, right? So it can, this number can be anything, right? It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, or it can be 100. So based on your depth, right, you can specify the max depth, right? So by using the max depth, you can specify the depth and you can search the files, right? So for example, let's say I have 4 levels of directories, right? And I want to search only in the first level. So you can use, how you can say, how you can search in that first level, you can say max level 1. If you have 2 level, you can say 2. If you have 3, you can specify 3. So basically this can be a n, means n means what? It can be anything, it can be 100 as well, right? So by specifying the max depth option, you can search in the, you can go to the some level. If you want to specify the level of the search or searching the files and directories, you can specify the level. But you note one more thing here, this dash, this is single dash, but in other options we saw there was double dash normally. So please note down this difference. With the max depth, you need to use the hyphen max depth, and you can specify the level of directories you want to search, right? So this is about the max depth. Now we say, now we search the directories, we search the files, right? Now if I want to search by type, right? So what I can do, how I can search, we can find only files or only directories using a type option, right? So there is a type option. By using that type option, what you can do, you can search in the, you can search by a type. Let's say if I specify, if I want to search only the file, what I should say, I should say f. If I want to search the directories, what should I say? I should say hyphen type d. Means what? If you want to search by type, right? So you can do the, you can use for file type f, for directory hyphen type d, means only for directories. And if you, and how you can use that, find type f, and it will search only the files, right? So this is how you can use the, you can find by type, right? So type means what? So type means you can type, you can search by file, or you can search by directory, right? So how to specify those by type and directory? You can, if you want to search by file, you can say hyphen type f, and if you want to say by directory, you can say hyphen type d. So basically it will search by a directory. Now if you want to search by names, right? If you want to search by name, what you can, how you can do that? Let's say you want to search by names, right? If you want to search by name, you can say, let's say find by name. I want to search by names now. So what should I say? I should say hyphen dot name, and suppose I want to find something like marksheet dot txt, right? So now this will search in the marksheet dot txt, right? Now let's say I want to specify the depth as 2, means 2 level I want to go down. I can say find, right? Then max depth 2, and name, let's say again I want to find out marksheet.txt, right? And it will search the marksheet.txt and it will go 2 level down. In the 2 level down, it will search the marksheet.txt, right? That is the purpose of find by name. If you want to find by name, you can use the hyphen name option. Now, if you want to ignore the case, right? So let's say your mark sheet is maybe a file name is in capital letter. So what you can do, you can say find hyphen I name. I can say marksheet dot txt. So now this will find the names with removing the case sensitivity. So by using hyphen I option, right? By using hyphen I option, I am removing the case sensitivity, and now I am searching by name, right? And now it will search the mark sheet. The mark sheet name is the name of the file, can be now anything. It can be camel letter or camel case or capital letter or the small case. So case sensitivity is now completely removed, right? So this is how you can find by name. Now let's say if you want to search by size, right? So if you want to search by size, you should use the hyphen size option, right? And a plus symbol means a greater than, and minus symbol means less than. So let's say you want to find by size, right? Now we find out by name, right? Now you want to find by size, by name, by size. So hyphen size option is there. By using the hyphen size option, you can find by hyphen size option, right? So by using plus means greater than, by minus means a less than option, right? So what you can do, you can say find type. Let's say I want to find file, right? Whose size is, let's say size less than 200K, right? So basically this will find the file of file which is of size more than or less than 200, because minus is the less than. If you see, minus means less than, and if you specify plus here, if I say plus here, right, it will search a greater than size. So it will now search the file which is greater than 200 KB, right? So this is how you can find the file by size. And file, if you want to search by size, you can use the hyphen size option. By using plus and minus, you can specify the greater than and the less than of the size option. So let's say you want to find another example, right? Example 2, let's say to list all file names where size is greater than, let's say, 200 KB, right? But less than 4 MB, right? If you want to write a command for this requirement or this example, how you can say, you can say find, I want to find the file, right? So file type is file, then the size, let's say 200 K, and size is less than 4 MB, right? And so this will now find the file size, I mean files which are greater than 200 and size less than 4 MB. So basically by using this hyper minus sign, you can, if you want to find less than, you can specify the minus sign, and if you want to find the greater than, you can use the plus sign, right? So this is how you can find the file which is, whose length is or the size is in between 200 KB or the 4 MB, right? So this is about the find command, right? So this concludes the theory of the find and the locate command, right? So now we will see the difference between the find and locate command, right? So let me clear this, right? So why there are two commands, right? So let's see. So let's say this is find, this is locate, right? So we know that whenever the first will be, it searches directly in the file system, right? For required files and directories. So basically, whenever you find, if you use the find command, it will directly search in the files. But where in this case, right? So locate command using a database for searching files and directories, right? So this is using the database, and this is using the directly, it will search in the file system, right? The command has the number of options and easy to customize based on the our requirement. So second difference is find command has number of options and easy to customize is the find command, right? So this is the second difference. Means what? It has the n number of options, right? And you can customize those, and you can easily use that. So this has the upper, I mean, this is one of the powerful command, the find, if you compare. So the reason behind comparing two command is to find out which one is better and which one we should use. So the locate command has very few options, right? Means what? It has a, this has the a number of options, and it can be customized very easily. And but this locate command has very few options. This uses the database, right? And this uses the file system. It searches in the file system, right? And since this is searching in the database, right? So this is fast. So this is faster. So how I can say? I can say third is locate command maintains the internal database. So performance is very good as compared to find command, right? So basically the locate command maintains the internal database. So the performance is very good as compared to the find command. But in case of find command, right? So find command searches the files and directories in Linux file system. Because of that, because of this, sometimes performance is not good because you are searching in the file system. So if you search in the database, why the performance is better? Because in the database you can use the indexing, you can use the primary key, right? So because of that you can easily, and databases sometimes they use some algorithms to search the files and directories. So that's the reason the performance of locate command is good, but performance of find command is sometimes, right, whenever you won't use option correctly, so performance will be not good as compared to the locate command, right? Now the fourth difference is we can find the files based on name, type, size, depth, age, user, group, and permissions, right? So basically by using find command we can find files and directories based on name, type, size, depth, age. Age means what? The date, the date and on which that particular file is created. Then you can find based on the group as well, right? So group means we know the particular user or the particular file has the user, the owner, the group, right? Then if you want, you can search by permissions even, right? So all the attributes, right? All these files attributes you can use in order to find the file. So you can see, right? So basically the find command you can use in order to search based on the name, type, size, depth, age, group, and permission. If you want to search by name, you can do type. We see F or D. F for file, D for directory. Size we saw less than some size or greater than, right? The depth, max depth we saw the option, right? If you want to specify the level, the subdirectory level, you can specify that. And if you want to search by the date, even the age means what? Date. You can search by the date. And group means the group as usual. We know the owner and the group is there, right? If you see how to see the group of the file created, you can say ls-l. So in the long listing, you can see the group. If you want to search by permissions, if any specific file has read-write access, so if you want to search the files based on the read-write access, you can search by the permissions, right? But in case of your locate, what you can do, so basically by using we can find the files only based on the name and permissions. So we can locate files based on names and permissions. So you can see how many options this command is giving. This command is giving you so many options, right? And this command is giving only two options, name and file. Though it is fast, but this is giving you so many options, right? Then the fifth one is we can reduce the search level in case of find command. But in case of locate command, we can't reduce the level of search, right? Right? Then the find command will produce the accurate result as it searches directly in the file system. So you know that the limitation of the locate is a database and which get updated once in a day, right? So I can say find command used to fetch accurate result because it is finding the files and directories in file system, right? So instead of file system, I should say a Linux file system. So in this case, it will find the files and directories in the Linux file system. But in this case, what it does, the locate command will locate files in database, right? And this database is updated once in a day. So that is the limitation. So this is more accurate, but this will be a less accurate because this database get updated once in a day, right? This is the sixth difference, right? Then we saw this command, right? This command is using the file system. So I can say find command is relatively slow, right? And I can say locate command is fast, right? So this is the 7 difference, and the 8 difference is the find command. There is a way to use the search result by using the -exe options. There is, but in case of locate, there is no direct way to use the search result, right? Right. So I can say 8th difference. There is a way to search result by using exe option, right? But in case of locate, there is no direct way to use search result, right? So basically what is happening in case of locate, you can use the search result, but in this case, if you want to use the result, you can use the -exe option and you can use the result. So basically these are the some of the differences, and if you conclude these differences, so I see this command, right? The find command is more powerful than a locate command, though this command is little bit faster, but you can see this command is giving you so many options, and this command is giving only 2 options by names and permissions, right? Then you have directly, if you want to reuse the result, you can use the result, but here you can't use the result, right? So most of the time in the industry, if you want to find the files and directories, we are using the find command, right? So this concludes the finds and locate comparison. If you compare, so you can see this is searching in the file system, this is searching in the database. Then the find count has the number of options. By using the those options, you can search the files and directory. It has very few options, right? Then third is the, if you want to, because of this find is searching in the file system, the performance is not good. The locate is using the internal database, and databases, we know that it uses the primary key indexing. Because of that, locate command is faster as compared to the find command, right? And you can see the locate command, sorry, find command is providing you so many options, right? By using these many options, you can search, wherein in case of locate command, you have only 2 options. Then you can search on level as well, and this level can be customized. So you can see how powerful is this the find command, though it is slower in nature, but if you tweak the options carefully, you can expect the result and the real time result. But in this case, always you need to update the database, right? And sometimes, updates are so many users are using, so updating a database is the a headache, right? So instead of that, you should use the find command, which will finds the files and directories based on the options you provide with the find command, right? So this is relatively slow, as we know the reason why it is slow now, right? And if you want to directly use the result, you can use the -exe option in order to use the result directly, right? So this concludes the difference between the find and locate command. We will see the practical on the find. Okay. So let me clear this. Okay, so now we will see practically how to do the find the files and directory using the find command. So we already done with the locate command, right? So let's say I want to find the files. So let's say we can find all files and directories in the specified directory, right? So means what? If I want to find in the etc or dev directory, right? So how I can find out, right? So I can say find etc, right? So you can see these many files and directory it is showing, right? Right. So in the interest of time, I'm just truncating this process, right? Because it will show so many files, right? So now I want to find in the dev folder, right? So, and I want to, let's say I want to limit this because this is showing so many files. So I will use the limit option. Oh, I think limit is there in locate, right? Not in find. Okay, yes. Oh, yes, sorry. Limit is there in the locate, not in the find. So we can't use the limit in the find. So if you want to, if you want a label, you can limit that. So let me see if I want to limit the so see now I don't know the option how to limit the result, right? So what I will do, I will go in the help. This is the help, right? In the help, I will search for that, right? So you can see. So if I want to limit the result in find command, right? How I can do that? So it seems, there is no options for limiting the results. So maybe we need to pipeline that. So now you can see this is not working, right? So if minus, okay. So now if you see this option is not working, right? If this option is not working, what we can do, we can pipeline this to some other command, let's say head command, and I can do that. So you can see by using the head, I can see only the 5 options. There are so many options, right? So if you want to search in the dev and etc, you can say find, specify the directory, and it will search the all the files and directory. Now let's say you want to search on the level, right? So we need to create the some directories, right? So let me create some level of directory, mkdir -p level 1 directory, level 2 directory, level 3 directory, all right, and level 4 directory. So now by using this command, what I am saying, create this path, right? So this will create an entire path. The path means what? The level directory 1, right? The level 1 directory, then level 2 directory, level 3 directory, right? And level 4 directory. So I am creating the level. So you can see. Okay. It says permission denied. Why? Oh, I see. So I am not in the home directory. So now I am in the home directory, right? So now if I want to create that path, I can say mkdir -p and these many levels. So level 1 directory, level 2 directory means first of all, this will create one directory, underneath level 2, underneath that level 3, underneath that level 4. So now if you see, right, now if you see, it is showing you the level 1, underneath level 2, underneath level 2, level 3, level 3, level 4. So basically it is creating the it is creating the level 4, right? Now let's say let me create the files, right? So if I want to create the files under that, what I will do, I'm creating some file in those directories. File 1.txt, right? Then level 1 directory, right? Underneath that I'm creating file 2.txt, right? Then I want to create the level 1 underscore dir and level 2. In this, let me create some other file, let's say file 3, at file 3.txt, and then I'm saying level 1 level 2, level 3, level 3, right? And in this, I will create some file, let's say file 4.txt, right? Then now we created the file in level 1, level 2, level 3, right? Now I want to create the file in the level 4, right? So, right? So I can say level 4, and here if I want to create file, let's say file 5.txt, right? So basically in each directory now I am creating the files, right? So if I use this now, if you want to see the directory recursively, you can say list by recursive, so it will show you, right? Now you can see, right? So you have, okay, level 1 directory, right? Now if I use this, so you can see this, right? So in level 1 we have file 2.txt, in level 2 we have file 3.txt, level 3 file 4, and level 4 file 5. So basically we created the all the levels of directories, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and in each level we added the files. So idea behind this is we want to do the search on the by using the level option. So what is the level option we have? Max depth, right? So if I want to search by using the max depth, right? So I can say find dot max depth. Now let's say I want to find in the first level. So in the first level you can see so many files it is showing. Now if I show you the second level, it is showing the these many files. If I show the max level 3, this will show this many files, right? Now if I say fourth level, it will show these many files. So you can see the we can limit the level of search, right? So by using the level of search, we can limit the search, we can filter out the files based on the max step, right? So this is the second option. Now let's say we want to search by the type, right? If you want to search by type, right, what we can say, find type, right? So you can see all files it is showing. Now if I want to search by directory, right, I can say directory. So it is showing you the direct, all the directory, right? Right. So this is by type. Now let's say we want to search by name, right? So if I want to search by name, right? So let's say, let me create some files just to create some data. I'm creating some file. So now this search command will create the 4 files A, B, C, D, right? And now I'm using one more to create AABB. So basically what I will do, I will use the matrix. So matrix in A, B, A, comma B, right? And dot txt. So basically A, AB. So all the combination of files will be created. So if you want to see this, right? So now it has created A, B, C, D, AA, BB, AB, BB, and BA files. Now let's say our idea, our main motto is to find the files, right? Now I want to find by name. I can say find name, and I'm saying here AA dot txt. If I search, you can see A is find, right? So A is, I can see A is there, right? So by using the name option, you can search. So let's say now I want to search the AB. So you can see AB is there, right? AB is there. This error is coming because this dir100 is yesterday we created by using the root directory. So let me see that. Okay. So you can see dir100. Okay. So let me remove. And if I now use, so you can see now there is no error, right? Because I removed that directory. So basically by using names, you can find out like a find dot name and the name of the file, right? So you can find by name like this, right? Now, if you want to limit the depth, how you can limit the depth? You can say max depth, and you can say 2, right? And in this case, instead of AB, now I will say star, all star files. So you can see that the depth 2, it is showing 2 depth of results, right? So by using a level, you can limit the result, and by name you can find by the name. So this is about finding by name. Now in some cases, right? So in you want to invert the case sensitivity. So every command in Linux is case sensitive, right? So if you want to revert that, what you can do? You can use -i and -i and name both together, not with separate option. Means if you use this will give you the error. But if you use like this means combined, if you combine this is the difference, right? So if you use the combination of I and name separately, if you specify separately, this will give you the error, right? But if you combine like this, then this will work. So you can see this is showing you the result, right? So this is about the finding by the name. If you want to invert the case sensitivity, now let's see